stuck in attic, and whoops, this is a spoiler. Yes.
Did you change your thing?
Yes, it was from yesterday's screenshot study with Cami. It's the same thing from yesterday. So today I'll be doing some more screenshot studies. I am working on a very spoilery animation, and it's the same animation I've been working on for days on end, and my hand hurts so bad because I have to draw. Can I spoil? Okay, I can. I think I can say that. It's safe to say.
What?
I have to draw tentacles, and the thing is that I need to make really smooth lines that are really big on the screen. You know, because I have to make them all from one line, because you don't want to see that weird jagged line, you know, which is composed from multiple lines. So I'm trying to make a smooth tentacle line, and I have to keep them exactly between the other two lines, you know, and then that means I have to keep my hand in a very, very how do you say that in English? So it's got to be a very, very exact position, and it's what is that?
Flexed?
Flexed. It's very flexed, and after hours and hours
Tense.
of doing tense, yeah. So my hand is very tense after doing this, because I'm not working on tiny details. I have to draw big lines and pay a lot of attention to where the line is going. So I'm having
Big, strong, masculine.
I'm having this hand aches. Like my hand hurts here where it's standing on the Cintiq, and also
Carpal
my
tunnel?
finger. Yeah, it's like
It's Cthulhu tunnel.
in the end when I go home, I can like barely move my hand, like barely move my fingers in another position. It's crazy. So yeah, I've been trying so many tentacles. Oh my god, tentacles are crazy. But now it's 1 o'clock and I'm having my lunch break, so I can change it up, spice it up a little bit, and do some screenshot studies to learn some color, learn some nice brushworks, learn how to use my brushes and all the other tools in Photoshop, and just do a quick study of something that great artists have put many hours into to make it look like this. So that's why I'm doing screenshot studies. They are very, like, people think a lot about how the colors should be, how the compositions should be, how everything looks. So they are the perfect thing to study, to learn from the masters. Okay, so I'll start, actually, I'll make a nice little trick here. I'll start with a warm underpainting, and that means just adding red on my canvas before I add the blues. And I learned that from the traditional painters. People who paint in oil usually start this way because it gives them this rich, vibrant colors in the lights when you've got the contrasting color in the dark showing through from your other colors. Okay, so another thing that I want to do, I'm gonna experiment with a different brush, one that Liv uses a lot for the gibbous backgrounds. He likes a lot. Is this one, and I want to do a trick here. Yeah.
Nice.
And I want to go to brush presets, and I've seen that. So I've been taking a lot of tutorials and classes on painting, and I see that a lot of great artists use opacity on pen pressure, and I don't know why I haven't really done that. So I'm gonna go and activate that right now. Let's see, I think it should be, no, wait, where was that? No, not here. Okay, oh, so it is, but but is it working? Let's see. So yeah, it was already there for this brush. That's why I like it so much.
There you go.
Yeah, I haven't really used this brush so much, but I'm gonna give it a try. I've been going with a lot of really textured brushes, and man, it's really hard to, try them all out, look at how many there are, and remember which one you like and what works for what effects, But I didn't remember that Livio told me he used this brush a lot. So okay, we have that here. So let's try working with this brush a little bit. Now what I see here, I have some deep blues here in the background. I just want to delete these ugly strokes I've done, because as I said, I want to keep my red underpainting for the richness of color. And now here the color lights in a bit of a cyan, and I am still going to reduce the opacity of my brush. And it's even lighter here. And now I'm just gonna color pick some of these colors that I've created so that I can create a smoother texture look. Okay, so now we got the background layer, and I'm making a new one for the foreground elements. So here we have a desaturated bluish gray, going towards a darker color. You have the boat, and behind this you have the other boat elements. Then goes something like that. Okay. So let's quickly add just a tiny little bit of lighting on this to look like it's from the environment. Okay, and for this layer, I have a richer blue here. Some darker areas. Okay, that's fine for now. Let's bring this darker part of the sky a bit closer. Whoops. A bit closer, so I feel that I've lightened it too much. And let's add some nice little stars. Maybe some bluer ones. Now let's create a bit of a glow around them. Okie dokie. Now for my character, I'm gonna start with this sort of a silhouette and then mask that layer and that color on top. So I'm just quickly getting the shape of his head. Now I could do a sketch for this and it probably would be easier for me, but I want to practice the skill of quickly just sketching with color and light and volumes and not relying on outlines, because in all my other studies I am relying strictly on outlines, and this is the opportunity I get to focus on volumes and shadows and light and building the planes from shadow and light. And I think it's a good skill to have. Maybe his head should be just a tiny bit bigger. And staying hydrated is very important also. Especially when you get in this flow state where you're so caught up in what you're doing. You forget to eat, you forget to drink, you forget to hydrate, and that's not good. It's important to try to stay healthy. Okay, so the shadows I think need to be way more cooler. And let's quickly see how the volume of this head goes. And then we have the shadow underneath his face, and then we have the shadow all over this part. Now, for the rest of the face, let's just bring a bit of a skin color, but maybe it needs to be darker. So it should be more cyan, I feel. So let's add back some blues. And even more blues for the shadow side of the face. And now for his arms, same thing. That's too light. Let's go with a darker shade, something else. And let's increase the opacity so that I get a more detailed look. Leave you?
Yo.
They're calling you.
Yes, I'm coming. appreciate it very much if you just I do kiss.
That's fine. You can yell. Okay, so we have these paints. We have a darker side of the head here. Right, and his hair. A bit of hair there. His ear should be a bit lower. Let's just erase that and add a new one. Oops. Okay. Now for this side we have a lighter color. And for that one too, more of a cyan blue. Now I know this is a lot lighter than the way I say it, but I'm gonna blend it and it's going to merge with the other colors. No, I feel this is too purple. Let's bring it towards the blue. So I could just go this tool and see, this way I can change the color. And that's better. Now let's try to mix these colors a bit. I'm gonna choose the same brush for my mixer brush. I'm just doing like a quick mixing of colors, and then I'm gonna come on top of them and adjust them so they're not gonna stay this way.
We were just watching the animations you made for Buzz when he's drinking.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yes, I know. They are funny. And now let's bring back some color to this part. But I need a smaller opacity.
Good stuff, honey bunny.
Oh, it's not that good, but I'm working towards it.
I love this brush.
Oh, let's flatten it out. So I felt the head was already flattened. I'm gonna redo it. Okay, for the arms. Need the same thing. Darken this part up. Lighten some areas. So you like my drinking animation, Olivia?
Yeah. It's really funny. Especially if he goes into a special idol after he drinks it. He goes into the into the drooping idol. It's very funny.
It's fun. And we have this white shirt, which is bluish
It's just
in the lighting conditions.
Ok. Esta capuna baixo e graças e cada vez.
This white needs to be a lot bluer.
Bom. Nice.
And then we have some shadows here. Shadows looking something like that. Oops. Yeah. What?
I wanted to pick up the lip balm and draw it.
Oh, that's nice. It's too saturated. It needs to be darker. We have some greens here.
You're not doing a sketch first?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I said I wanted to.
Oh, you're experimenting?
Not experimenting. I wanted to build my skills of drawing with light and dark. You know, not with outlines. So I wanted.
Yeah, but you can draw with light and darkness, but at the same time have a sketch underneath. So.
Yeah, but I want to practice these skills.
Oh, this is something that you learned in that thing?
No, it's just something I try to do by myself.
Well, I respectfully disagree with the technique, with the
do?
approach. I'm just kidding. No, I don't think I can do it. It's just.
Well, that's why I want to do it, because it's hard.
Yeah, it's good.
But
yeah, I mean that's what this is for.
No, you know, I want it very loose. So my inspiration for this studies, guys, I'm gonna show you what my inspiration is.
I got you. Makes sense.
And what I'm trying to achieve. So I've got this book, which I totally love. So here's the book. It's this one. And what I'm trying to do
it's lovely.
is get these results from this book. So let me just find, my favorites are like something, well, maybe not Cars, let's say Monsters Inc.
But do you think
stuff like that? I want to do stuff like that, just quick. No, that's worse. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful art. And they are very loose sketches. I mean, as you can see, they are not really detailed. Not like you don't really need outlines to draw this. They are all about color and light.
Yeah, because they're color scripts.
Yeah, but I'm studying color here, so I'm
you
not.
can explain what a color script is.
A color script is what you do after you have the storyboard, to set the mood of the story. So practically, this is the way the shots are gonna look in the final movie, and this is after they've done the environments and the characters and the rendering and everything.
Well, not the rendering.
Not the rendering, sorry. But that's their reference for what they're doing, right? So it's very important to the story because the color sets all the mood of that scene. And color is very, very important, and it's something that many artists have trouble with. They could be drawing very, very good, and they could still have not such a developed sense of color, and if you don't put the time and effort to understand and learn color, it's something that can easily mess with your work and with the final quality of your art. And the thing is that the human eye is able to perceive 2.5 million different tones, and that's crazy. And yeah, that's completely crazy, because when you're using the wrong color or the wrong value or the wrong saturation, the wrong temperature, anyone can see that. Even if you're not an artist and you're just watching a work of art or a movie, you can sense that something is wrong with that and you dislike it. But it's very hard to pinpoint exactly what's wrong with it, to understand how to do it better. So that's what the human eye can perceive: 2.5 million different color tones. So that's hue, that's saturation and value, right? Because we have, so here, I don't know if you can see this tool I've got here. So this part here is all about hue. So this is reds, blues, right, yellows, and so forth. And this part here refers to values. So practically, if you would think in grayscale, the values would be the whitest white, the black, and all the grays in between. And plus, among that, you have all these different mixes of color, mixes saturations. You can have the color in pure state, which is the pure blue, or it could be at any sort of different saturation. And you got that with each of the colors. And the human eye is able to perceive 2.5 million different tones like that, and which is completely crazy. So yeah, you have to pay attention. Like, color is a very difficult thing to master, but it's also a very beautiful thing that you can take advantage of to make your art look amazing. Because the right colors simply make a good drawing superb, or they can ruin it. So that's what I'm trying to learn with these studies. I'm trying to learn color, but also I'm trying to learn the Photoshop tools. I'm trying to learn brushes. I'm trying to create a system where I approach a painting, and I don't know which colors come first. How do I shade objects? How I leave my edges? So there are so many aspects that I need to focus on while I'm doing this. So it's really useful in many different skill sets. So yeah, I don't think I need a sketch review, but yeah, okay. Next one I'll try it with a sketch. So
no,
here,
that's awesome.
here,
I just can't
the thing is, it's not the drawing is not so difficult, and I don't care if the character looks so much like him, I just.
When I was a kid, I never used a sketch. I mean, I didn't sketch stuff out until very late. I don't even remember. I think I started sketching stuff out first. I guess in high school, because they sort of made us do that.
Mm-hmm.
But before, I would just, whenever I drew a character or something, I'd just start with an eye or ear or something and just go from there. But I don't know,
the thing is that when you sketch, you focus on the outline, because
not really. You get, if you draw characters,
I get
proportions are a lot easier to nail if you're sketching, because otherwise you're just fumbling around in the dark. I don't know.
Yeah, but what
in this case you have a reference.
Yeah, but what I'm doing here, so I don't care how the outline of this character looks. I'm not
talking about the outline. I'm talking about the layout.
Okay, but I don't care what the sketch of this would be.
On the
so
color.
I just see that there's a lighter part here, and I see that there's a lighter part there, and a lighter part there, and I don't really care about the rest. So what I'm trying to do. So the thing is, that I think Richard Schmidt said something very interesting, and he said that if you have the ability to draw what you see, then you can draw anything. I know that sounds really simple and stupid, but what he meant was that if you can, I don't know, look at, let's say, a tree, and if you can forget the fact that it's a tree and that you've seen a million trees and that you know what trees look like and how you should approach. Thank you for the follow, Horuser. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so if you can forget how that tree should look like, and you can just paint what you see, like you see a patch of light there and a patch of shadow there and a patch of color like right there, then you will have a nice looking painting because you will have captured the essence of what you see and put it on paper. Now, if you're focused on trying to, I don't know, draw an image of a tree that you have in your head, then and start with a sketch, then you might get lost in all that information you have previously in your head about how things should look like, you know. And if you want that painterly feel, that fresh original feel, then you should forget about how things look like and you should draw them as you see them, you know. And I've done some experiments, and when I tried this the first time, I was amazed at how different my paintings look. Because before that, let's say I drew a vase with flowers, you know. Before that I was just focused on let's get the proportion right, let's get the flowers right. And I completely lost the sense that, I don't know, like half of the vase is not even visible, and it doesn't matter, you don't have to put it in there. You just draw a stroke which implies the lightest part of it, and then you're done. And I don't know, that brings a sense of looseness and beauty in your paintings that it's hard to get otherwise. I mean, I'm not saying you cannot get them otherwise. I'm just saying it's easier if you practice this way, to focus on patches of light, patches of color, patches of darkness,
Gotcha.
And not about how things are. Well, it's an experiment. I mean, I've read so many art books, and so I've read about so many techniques and how to approach things, and some have not worked at all for me. So I don't know, I just couldn't understand what I should do maybe. But the thing is, they were not working for me personally. Maybe for other artists they're a good thing, they didn't work for me, but other stuff have worked great. And I think you need to find the thing that, I don't know, your brain is used to or likes, or it's, I don't know, can adopt more easily. Because in the end, I think you can learn anything, but I do think that we are different and we have different, let's say, predispositions on how we like to approach things. And I think that shows through a lot in different painting techniques, and I don't know, what we like, what we feel that it somehow comes natural, or what is very forced and doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel right for us as individuals. But I don't know, man. I mean, what I know is that I have to experiment a lot. And I want to experiment with anything that I can. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, well, no problem. I can just experiment some more.
It's a healthy attitude to have.
And I have done some paintings without sketch that turned out great, and some, like, I've done the sketch and it was so hard to make it look right in the end. So I don't know, it's not always working.
In the end, doesn't even matter. Hey, for something that you didn't make a sketch for, looks pretty close to the original.
Thank you.
What is this? What movie is it from?
It's from La Luna.
Oh, the Pixar short?
Yeah.
You see that one?
Yeah. It's very short. Lately they've added them all on HBO Go. If you have HBO Go, I mean, I don't know in other countries, but at least in Romania, they kind of added them all, I think. There are a
Oh
lot
yeah, because
of
they
them.
have all the things, all
Yeah.
the shorts. I need to watch those.
But the thing is that if you're not willing to explore, then your technique may get, I don't know, may get a bit how do I say this? You can discover new things, and you can discover new. It's hard to get better when you don't make mistakes and you don't explore, you know? So don't be afraid of making art that looks bad, because in the end you don't want to do it, I don't know, to post it somewhere and brag about it, look how nice this is. The purpose of study is to teach you something, and you're learning the most when you make mistakes. So when the experience is frustrating, you're not enjoying it, you're probably learning a lot from it. So you should not avoid those sorts of experiences, because I think they are very, very useful in life and in general. So I feel that I need maybe just a tiny bit of color on his hat. Oops. Feel that this should maybe be a bit more saturated. This should have more gray in it. Hey Zarnot. Yeah, I will search for dogs, but I couldn't remember any film, any Pixar or any film with dogs, and just chose something else, but I'll find one, I promise. I'll find a dog somewhere. That's way too light. No, these colors are a bit wrong. Let's see if I can undo further. They are very pinkish, so I'm gonna come with a layer of blue on top. Those are hard colors to get.
Oh.
Salud. Oops.
Cool.
No, it's not so cool, but hey. Learning.
The interesting thing is that it's it feels very subdued.
Yeah, because it's hard.
Yeah, I guess. It's not as it's not as exciting from a color standpoint.
No?
I mean, it looks great, but for you, you know, I mean, you have to work with a very limited color palette.
No, I don't know. I think it's
But
pretty
you are nailing the
challenging.
colors, you know.
Hmm?
You are really nailing the colors, considering the fact that you're not using
No, I don't want to do that.
color
That's
picking at
no
all.
point in doing that.
That's great.
Yeah, you know, can I just be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think it's also the fact that I'm streaming. I'm not nailing it so good because I know people are watching. I'm a bit not stressed out, but you know, I've read this study where they put people do math exercises like adding numbers and subtracting and stuff alone, and while other people are watching, and they always do way worse when other people are watching, even if you're I don't know,
I know,
not so.
but you shouldn't let that bother you.
Oh no, no, it's just I think it's also the fact that part of my subconscious is busy thinking that don't fuck this up. People are gonna see. Yeah, thank you, Andre. You're very nice. I don't know. Livia says this is subdued, but honestly, for me, it's really good because it's challenging. I swear it is. So look at that yellow there. that's, you know, that's yellow, but actually it's blue. It's so there's no way I can find a yellow which looks yellow in that light. So let's see what color we should. Maybe it's a grayish. It's a blue. Look at what color that is. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So you would say that is, Olivia, come here. Would you say that is a yellowish color?
I guess, yeah.
That's actually a blue.
Yeah, because it's in relation to.
Yeah.
Did you check it with the?
No. Just trying to get it.
Well, actually,
it is
painting now looks even a bit reddish.
Yeah, maybe it's not the right shade of blue. Ooh, see what that is? Okay, maybe it needs to be.
That's so weird, because it doesn't look warm at all there. But there, it looks a lot warmer.
No, it's crazy. Color is crazy. It's exciting. So yeah, warmth only exists in relation to other colors. It's not a quality of the color itself.
Well, absolute colors are warm.
No.
Come on, orange is warm.
You can
Yellow
have
is
cool
warm.
orange.
Okay, I'll have to think about it.
If you have an orange in a very, very cool setting like this is a night scene, then that orange is actually not, it's gonna look like an orange, it's gonna be more of a gray, so you know? Thank you, Andrea. We'll check that out. Actually, I started to do a class which is called Designing with Color and Light by Nathan Fox from Schoolism, and he talks a lot about color, and it's been very, very inspiring and helpful. And he said that temperature is a relative
That guy's great.
thing. It's not a quality of the color itself. Oops. Oh, is there some other from there? glasses boy. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in about 5 minutes, but glad you joined us.
Roxy fick upp det.
Just the levels a bit. No, the colors on his face are not exactly right. Oh, but that's okay. Try it anyway. Yeah, his face is not okay. Let's see if we paint over it like that. Now use that layer as a mask. See if we can sculpt it out a bit. And those colors are tricky, believe me. well, that's about all that I could do today. Not the best, but it's okay. Cool. Now let's prop it down.
You did it.
It's not amazing, but yeah.
It's good.
The next one will be better.
Huh?
The next one will be better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's 2 o'clock. I gotta get back to my tentacles. Here I have proof of the tentacles. And look at all these layers. And these are not all. This is a character with very, very many details. Oh, I'm gonna hide everything.
You can just show it.
No, it's just, I just wanted to show like how many frames. So each of those square thingies is a different drawing. Look how much I have. So we have like 800 frames and a lot of layers.
And we sadly can't show you what the animation is because
no, that would spoil the whole.
Spoil. And thankfully, the donation thingy is hiding the file name, so that's good.
No, because my thing is on top, so it's only showing until.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's fine. I have the Cintiq is not full HD. It's got a different resolution, so you cannot see my whole screen. So the top half is missing. Okay, guys, I need to get back to my spoilery animation. That was it for my study. Now it's back to work, serious work. That was it for the fun today. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back next week on Tuesday with another art stream, and I think we'll be doing a twitching hour. I don't know if it's good food. It's something with tentacles, but you could expect that from Gibbous because we have a lot of tentacles everywhere. Okay, so next Tuesday, come and watch another art stream, come and watch the twitching hour, and have a great weekend until then.
Bye guys.
Bye guys, see you, peace and love, craft.